Bitcoin bounced back above 60k. Bitcoin is currently around 63k. It dipped under the current range as low as 56.5k. Did you bought the dip? Let me know in the comments. Will Bitcoin go back to 70k now, or will we see another dip? Let's find it out in today's analysis. Hello people, I'm the NakedTrader, and today I will analyze Bitcoin USDT, Virgin Galactic Holdings Incorporated, Apple, ECHELON Prime, VOXIES or VOXEL USDT, and ETHEREUM USDT. If you're not a member of Team NakedTrader yet, would you be so kind to press that subscribe button and also smash the like button? It will help me a lot. And for now, let's kick off with the weekly performance of the crypto market. Overall, slightly more red than green, but kind of mixed, about 50-50. Some green numbers are DocWiff at 21.3%, HNT, Helium 22.6%, Pepe 13.4%, Render 14.5%, Wormhole 12.3%, Worldcoin 10.1%, and some red numbers: Ordinals -7.5%, VeChain -7.6%, Sui -13.4%, Ethereum Classic -8.1%, Core -13.5%, and if I change to the daily, today's sentiment slightly more red than green also. Wormhole -9.9%, Nervous Network -6.9%, Core -5.4%, Ethena -5.7%, Bonk -7.7%, and some green numbers today are Render, it's up 6.8%, Actosh Network 6.8%, Jasmy 4.3%, Monero 3.2%, and from here I will go to CoinMarketCap. Currently market cap of 2.35 trillion with a 24-hour volume of 52.28 billion, and the current Fear and Greed index is 58, which indicates neutral, and the top 10 coins are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Solana, Ripple, Doge, Toncoin, and Cardano. Excuse me for my voice today, but my throat is a little hurt, so it might sound a little different than it used to be. And from here I will kick off with the weekly performance of the stock market. Also mixed sentiment, some reds and some greens. Apple went up 8.32%, Broadcom Incorporated -4.9%, Stellantis -11.6%, Tesla went up 7.67%, Starbucks -17.6%, Meta went up almost 2%. So mixed sentiment, and from here I will go to Bitcoin, currently at the monthly chart, as we closed last month with a red candle and started this month in green. Bounced up from the bottom of the range on the monthly. It tried to hold the previous tops, and that was here, the 61k. So from the monthly I will change to the weekly. About 12.5 hours to close today's candle. A huge wick here. Yeah, and from the weekly I will go to the daily, and I will make last week's plan visible. So last week I mentioned the entry between 55,700 and 57,600. it happened. So you could have played the long entry and you'll be in profit about 13%. Congratulations. Don't forget to take some profits, increase your stop loss. So the trade is risk-free already. And on the, I want to go back to the weekly first. And the weekly is still looking good, but if I go to the daily, we do have a daily loss of the range over here. 2 daily losses of the range here, and now we are currently at the drop-off point, the 63,580. So important. I want to see a regain to change the downwards momentum into an upwards momentum. So this scenario played out. This scenario is in play still. That's the gain of 67,000, and now you can enter a little lower, 63,700. It can also happen lower. For example, this a test of 67,000. I do want to see the gain over here, daily gain above 64,000. This scenario also in play, but probably will be more like this now. Test around 70k, 71k, pullback, entry at 65.4. Okay, and this scenario is also in play. The next entry at 52,100, somewhere between 5,700 and 52,100. And the high risk play also still playable, but this is very high risk, as there is a lot of liquidity gone here, but still playable. I would recommend this for a with a lower time frame confirmation, so the play of 55,790. So 4 possible scenarios for Bitcoin the coming days, and from Bitcoin I will go to Virgin Galactic Holdings Incorporated. I've charted this one somewhere in 2023, and I will post a link in the description. You could have played the entry here at 184 with a profit of more than 40%, about 46%. Congratulations. So these 2 longs played out. And also the scenario here, the short, also played out. The daily loss, it got front run at the short, and eventually it went down here. And for now I want to start with a clean chart. So I will remove everything. And this is the weekly, by the way. And from the weekly I will change to the daily. Let's see if we can find an interesting entry for a potential rotation. Okay, from there's some resistance here at 94 cents. It closed just above 94.8. So a potential daily gain somewhere coming week, maybe Monday. I'll change to the 4 hours. At the 4-hour chart, I would like to see a gain of the 99 cents 0.6. It's already tested. The pressure seems to be upwards, but I don't like the wick over here. Okay, I will go back to the daily and I will make a plan for the coming days. So either, let's say, a test of $1.14, pullback with entry at 94 cents, aiming for $1.38. And on the 4-hour, let's say a gain of the 99 cents, let's say just above $1, pullback entry at 89.1, aiming for $1.14, and else the most defensive play is the entry at 75.1 cents, but that's not looking good. I would prefer the first two, and else keep your hands off, because then we will see new all-time lows. Then the momentum will remain downwards. It's trying to go to an upwards momentum, and if it doesn't gain, then it will go down further. Yes, and this was it for Virgin Galactic, and from Virgin Galactic I will go to Apple. This is an old chart also from early 2023. The pullback never came, so for this one I would like to start with a clean chart, and I will start at the monthly. It tested the lower part of the range, the $170, and is going up from there. And from the monthly I will go to the weekly. No weekly loss of the previous low here, the low of 167. Okay. Okay, and from the weekly I will change to the daily. Nice daily gain here. Okay, I will go back to the weekly and I will make a plan for the coming days. If it's reject here at 188, 189, and pullback entry at 173, aiming to break the 189, aiming for the 196 and a new all-time high. Can also go straight up from here. Let's say challenging the all-time high, pullback, the entry at 188, aiming for higher, and else it will go back either to the start of the impulse, 168, and if it loses the start of the impulse, then it will test lower, and I would wait for the entry probably here at 147. So 4 possible scenarios for Apple Incorporated, and from Apple I'll go to Prime USDT, currently at the weekly chart. Nice upwards momentum, higher highs and higher lows, and also this is a very aggressive test here at the weekly. Okay, okay, and from the weekly I will change to the daily. Okay, so huge wick over here, a lot of selling pressure, daily losses of the range, no daily gain of the drop off of $18 yet. Okay, so either, let's say, a test of $21.58, pullback, an entry at $17.97, aiming for a new all-time high. And else, if it continues to go lower than the test of $10.19, trying to go up from there. And the most defensive play is at $6.58, trying to go up from there. So 3 possible scenarios for Prime USDT, and from Prime USDT I will go to VOXEL USDT, also known as VOXIES, currently at the weekly chart. Here it went from the low range up, a test of the higher part of the low range, a new high, test of the top part. Now it tests the lower part. Here the start of the impulse. Okay, I will add some levels. And from the weekly, I will change to the daily. Here, multiple rejections of the 28.61 cents. It did try to hold the 23 cents so far. Went up, and then the rejection of the bottom here, the 25.10 cents. Okay. Yeah, I will make a plan for the coming days. If it's keep rejecting, then the entry at 17.54 cents, that was the start of the impulse over here. But everyone see this, so it might be too obvious. So else I would say the entry here at 15.59. This one is not so obvious, and also a potential some stop losses below this range. So the entry, the defensive play of 15 cents 0.59. I think this one is very interesting. And else, if it's somehow gained the 28 cents and let's say test between 31 and 32 cents, then the pullback with the entry at 25.7. And if it goes to, let's say, 35 cents or higher immediately from here, then the pullback with the entry at 28.61 cents, aiming for the all-time high. So 4 possible scenarios for VOXEL USDT, and from VOXEL I will go to Ethereum, starting at the monthly. Currently a green candle. Last month we closed red, tested back, and now trying to go up from the previous all-time high here at 2021, the first all-time high. So this is trying to be support here. And from the monthly I will change to the weekly. About 12 hours to close today's candle. The current candle is red. Okay. And from the weekly I will change to the daily. And I will make last week's plan visible. So in last week's stream I mentioned that you can play the entry here again, but I was not a fan to play the test of the test, but it did happen with Ethereum. So I will remove this scenario. And I will remove this scenario. The entry at 2388 is still playable if it's keep rejecting here at 3138. This scenario is also still in play. The gain and let's say the test of 3800 with a pullback, entry at 3270, and I'll add some more. Also the rejection here and then the entry at 2618 is also in play. And if there is a daily gain of 3271, then the pullback with the entry at 3138, aiming for 3579. So 4 possible scenarios for Ethereum the coming days. And for now, thank you guys for watching today's episode. If you have any requests, just drop it down in the comments below and I might try it in the next one. For now, enjoy your Sunday. Laters.